back. That was a very brief stop. Very brief stop into Nut Town because I was eating peanuts. And let's go. I wonder if those are unsalted. Or am I so immune to salted? No, they're not unsalted. I must be pretty fucking immune to salt. Anyway, here we go. Let's get it figured out. So we're still in setup. The first thing we're going to do is do the persona cards. This persona is purple, and they put purple on 2. I need to change the arrows on these things, but I'll work with that later. Boom. So that turns him into that player who just knows a lot about purple. Then this one knows a lot about blue. Blue goes here. Alright, so let me shuffle these cards. Curds. I don't know why this deck is acting so weird. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now. Shuffle that shit. And then setting up this guy. Go here, here, and here. Those are interesting. Because we're going monocolor. That'd be really interesting with this one. If they was the same color as that, but it's not. The problem with going purple is purple will be here, is that they can't really play it. They're better off. They'll go 2 blues. Oh, actually, we'll go green. 2 green here, and then the blue one, which is a book, will go here. Okay, so they'll look up here. For this idea, this one's probably the better one because this coin is harder to get. So they're gonna do this one. When they want to do it. So go ahead and activate the card. We'll make the card active by placing the card in the queue. To do that part, they can do a red and a green or 2 greens. Which one do they want to do? They're going to do... Okay, so they have to play here. That's the problem right now. They could take a day off, like first day not show up. They could draw a card. They could play a 4. That would give them 3 sad faces. They could play a purple and force the other player possibly to do something funky. They can't draw a card. Oh, they could. They can't draw a card. They're here. So the only way to screw them is by, let's say they take a day off, and then they would go. Okay. We'll go ahead and do two greens. And that'll do this one. 2 greens, and they're both 4s. So they'll do this 4, and that gives them 3 sad faces. And then they'll do a second 4. And they'll do that. And that gives them a check mark here. And then they get one of these here. Okay, their turn. They take this. They get 3 of them. Okay, they're going to take this one because they like the purple coin, which is this purple coin. Purple coin goes on here because it's -1, and then a purple here, and then a blue here. Okay, then it's their turn. They could skip this one. Well, let's see, if they wanted to do this one, it would take a purple, 2 purple, so they have a blue and a green, and that gives them a coin. That gives them a book. I think they're going to do this one. They could just draw a card, but they're not going to do that. This goes here. This will end up going here. They need 2 greens. So they got a 6 and a 5 green. They could use, they're going to take this, they're going to play the 6 green, which is their gray, and that'll place here, here, and that gives them -1 for having to skip that. Or and then they do another 5. That would be 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 sad faces. Not great. And that would be these 2. Forgot to do these over here. And they did these 2. They'll do this for that one, which is going to give them -1 sad faces from here on out. Yeah, that's too soon. The problem is that this player gets it first, and they already screwed the other player. So 2 is too soon. Maybe. I don't know. So we'll say the first player gets -1 sad face just to make it even. We'll see. That's probably doesn't need to be necessary. So this would give me a gray. Put it here. This moves. They decided to go here and move this one here. And do that. Cool. Then it's their turn. They could go for this coin. This coin takes 2 purple, which will take the 6 and the 5. So they'll take this purple. Then this 6. But they also need a blue 5, so they'll do the blue 5 here. They'll do the blue 5 here. Here they'll do the 5 green. Do they have a green? Right. And it was a blue, right? And then the other purple, which is a 6, which is going to go here. And that gives them 3 Z raises. Three. And that's going to give them a check mark right there. They're going to take that. And that gives them 1 victory point. Okay. Then over here, let's go ahead and do all this stuff. Okay, so this one first, and they're going to turn this one purple. Okay. And then they'll use this one. Oh, they got a -1. Use this one to get another -1. Then they can switch any 2, which they're not going to. They're going to switch out. Oh, that other blue, they played that. Give them that. Excuse me. So here, they're going to trade out this idea for a book. Where's the books that look like that? I think I moved it over here. So yeah, book. Actually, let's do a coin. No, we'll do a book. And that's here. And then we'll do this. And then we'll get a fudge. Instead of this, it was red. We'll leave it purple. And on this one, we'll get a purple. Okay, and then their turn. Okay, for this one, it would take a green and a purple. They don't have a green. So they can't quite do that one. Wait, did they already do this? I thought they did this. Yeah, they did this. That would be this and this. Never did this part. Which here they'll get a gray. And here they'll take the -1, sad face. And then Yeah, I gotta figure out that sad face thing. Let's see. I could do -1 now and -1 in the future. That would fix it, I think. Anyway, so they're gonna go. They could do this bottom one. That's a book. It takes a green and a purple. They have 2 purple, and they don't. So they're not going to do that one to give them that. They'll leave this because they can't get it, but and then they'll get this, and that gives them that. Or if they don't, they're kind of screwed. So they'll just do this thing for a green, which is a 6. They got a -1, so that would be taking 2 hits to do that, and a green and a purple. I could do a 5. Yeah, no problem. 5 and a 6. So we'll go 6 and then a 5. That would normally be -3, but it's only -2. And then they would get a check mark and that book. Oh, let's that one's finished. So that would be 1 here. And then we get 2 there. And that was this one and this one. Okay, so if they did this, that would give them a red here. Oh, and I use that coin. I've been forgetting to do that damn thing. Let's see. Then here, they could take another sad face or move that over 2. And we'll just play those as very small ones. Here. So they got to play 1 in this row at least if they're going to go. So they'll play the coin. They'll play the okay, so I guess the rule would be if you're playing octagons, they'll have to be played. If you're playing more than 1 in a round, they'll have to play next to each other. Otherwise, you're playing only 1. So we'll play those 2 and then call it. Actually, wouldn't they want to? They could play it like that, or they can play it like that. And you look at his hand, and they have 2s, so they'll play it like. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really do them anything. Let's say if you could be a dick and you could go bam like that. Still doesn't do shit. Just means they don't get to play bigger ones. Let's just say they could be dicks and they do something like that. Or they do... I don't know. You kind of want sad faces, but you don't want too many sad faces. The problem is at the end of your round, you get fucked with sad faces. I don't know. So we'll just do that. We'll just finish out the round. The good that and that. Just one of these and one of those. And then it's their turn. And let's say they play one of those. And one of those. So that's going to be one of these, one of those. To do that, they need a purple and 2. They've got it. These are size 2s. So it would be boom, boom, and boom. That would be all these. That would go there, and then this go here, and then we need a check mark. Okay, so the other player goes. Yeah, they're gonna do it. They got the 2 purple. They got a 5 and a 2, so they can go, 5 and a 2, and then that's going to put these 2 here, and they could put their day off in there to make it funky, but they're going to keep their day off, so there's that. Let's fix this one. It was these 3. So they're going to do this and turn one of these into a coin. Where's the coin one? I had to steal one from over here. Where's the coin ones? Okay, one of these. Switches that out. Adds a day off. And takes another coin. And it's their turn. And they're going to pass. And it's their turn, and they're going to go ahead and... Okay, so we could make these things where they're forced to play them during the week. I mean, forced to play them with other stuff. So at the end, it's not just this bullshit where you're... And you can only play 1 per round. Or something. Some kind of hard restriction that makes you... screw around with that shit. I don't know. I've got so much to do now. What time is it? 1:30. Oh, 13. I really wanted to play another different style of game. Let's see. All this lack of sleep all the time is for the birds. Let's go to here. And let me think about this. Okay, so you have to play into here. This thing should not be, I mean, if it's -1, it should be -1 now, and so, okay, so let's say they play something and they force me to go underneath it. So that needs to be removed. That's too soon. And then we'll do that one, and we'll do like a -1 now and -1. Is it for the rest of the actions, or is it just -1 for the first week? So we'll do like -1 -1. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. We're gonna fix this -1 thing. It's too soon. We need to do something here. And let's see. We could. This is pretty funny. We could do this thing where it minuses. Interesting. I like this thing, and I like that thing, and this one makes a gray one, which is cool. I like that this does it afterward. It'd be okay to do it one right after the other. But what I was thinking is, like, we could do a thing that takes away these where they could be equal. But it would take 2. And those 2 would be perfect. That's kind of cool. I like the way that lines up. By this time, you should have it figured out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, because like if you want those to be the same, like let's say if you want 3 of the same thing, you have to take those 2 instead of the other bonuses. This one is -1. It should be on 4. I don't know what I could switch though. I could put this here. And then put this -1 here. And then this is kind of interesting. We could do that, and then we do that. So you can move a cube. You can move the gray cube. You can get a gray cube. You could do some trading. So like this is probably more valuable than that. That's what I don't like that. What's the difference between that and that? Get one of anyone you like. That does allow you to get that one that's way moved up, and later on it's more valuable because of the size. Okay. I don't think I like this. I like that there. I mean, I got plenty of room. We can move all these one over. Move that over one. And then move this back up. Move that back here. So now I have 3 that I have to figure out. We could do that there. Do that. Move that there. Then we do this thing. Make that a 1. You go 1, 2, and 2. Interesting. We could. This is interesting. If this is makes it even harder to figure out. Okay, so I was gonna put these on these minus thing. Like this actually goes. It goes there. Let's see. Because I was thinking about this. Which one was I thinking about? Like these. These can't be the same ones. I could do... Now I want those two next to each other. I could do... If I move these over one, if I move that to there, then I could do these two, which makes it easy. I mean, pretty much you're going to choose these unless you want. Okay, then these. Go here too. Actually, we don't put them at the bottom because they go here actually. Okay, and it refers to those. Two minuses. We need a gray cube, which we can do here. Okay, so we still have three. Okay, we still have this one. Move this to the top. Move this to the top. Change this to actually say 7, 8, 9. Then move this one down to here. Then I only need 2. Group that. We could, if we're going to make these difficult, this would be to produce one. And it's not producing at a -1, it's producing at what it is. That's pretty cool. And we can make that bottom one a light bulb. So it's not too bad. Go light bulb, and we move that here. So it could be just a general rule that you can't choose something. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to color these. Not that color. Should it be like that? or actually, we should put something in between the ones that you can't, like, equal. Well, you're gonna, okay, so you're saying tan ones can't be equal. So if you choose these two equal signs, you can make okay. So we're saying uh, those can't be connected, adjacent. But with those equal signs, they can. So we'll see if that can work. Hopefully, it'll make sense. What can be moved? Actually, I'd rather have this as a 1. I think that's cool. Save that. Put that here. It's getting a little late, so I'm probably going to call it pretty soon. Update. Okay, I think I've got that. Go ahead and overwrite. I could choose not to game and to work on this tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and call it. That's all my game design in my brain because I'm going to fall asleep. How do you turn this damn thing off?